Just like Mani was saying, we're bringing it back to spirit upstairs and reminding ourselves to stay in ceremony while we're up there, especially around the medicines. We are really thankful for everybody on the ground that's been supporting us, getting us the food, getting us medicines in there. Yeah, it's been amazing. Yeah. We also want to remind folks and continue to remind ourselves that this is about Attawapiskat and other communities that have been affected by many, many years and many crises, and that we need to remember to keep listening to the communities and what they need as those needs change. And that's what we're trying to do upstairs. It's been difficult to keep in contact with Attawapiskat because they're a flying community, but we have been intermittently. We are also in contact with Winnipeg, who has also taken over their INAC office, which I'm sure you guys know. The James Bay Cree have also taken over 2 of their band offices. Oh, sorry.
Sorry, that was some false information that was spread on Twitter, and we don't want to continue spreading that. Sorry about that.
Okay, just kidding. And there is more that's spreading. We won't confirm what's happening next, but it's exciting. And there's great solidarity happening from across the country, so we're really happy about that, and we're really happy people are showing up for people that are looking for that kind of support.
Can you hold this? Yeah. In that recentering, we want to see, there's obviously, this is not the first time that Attawapiskat has declared a state of emergency or has been in crisis and has been in the media eye because of it. Now that we've got some media attention, we don't want to lose sight of moving forward in the progress that they're making once Trudeau is up there, and we have heard that he's on his way. And with that too, we also don't want to lose sight of those other First Nations. Previously, we had some beautiful chalkboard art that was done by someone who's been out here grinding like every single day out here with the rest of yous. And then some of those communities included Bear Lake, Cross Lake, Sandy Lake, Kanjicum, sorry, one second, and Fort Hope First Nations. And those are some other communities that are in a state of emergency right now. We want to remember that this is not just a problem with these remote First Nations, but there's also a huge discrepancy within the Indian Act that makes it so that our people have a real hard time advocating for ourselves and exercising the sovereignty that we have over our nation. We also would like to update you on some of the other things that we've been doing upstairs. We are prepared for them to, we have been told now that once again, food and water will not be able to be brought upstairs, and we are prepared for this eventual dispersion. But once this is dispersed, this movement will not stop, this uprising will not stop. Winnipeg is still in solidarity with us, and we have even heard that even as far as Calgary, we have some people out there as well. And we are ready that in the event that we have to leave this occupation, that we will go back to ceremonial practices in anywhere in Toronto to continue to bring light to the devastation in these communities and to the lack of resources and the lack of direction of those resources from federal government and provincial government as well. I guess what else we would like to say?
Just in addition to Trudeau, I believe for folks, well not I believe, it's needed as well for policymakers that can actually make direct change and quick change on the ground to be heading there and understanding what's needed there. There was $2 million, I believe, allocated from the Ministry of Health, and we were really excited about that until we found out that it was just going to go, it was going to go to social workers that were outside of the community to be supporting them in there. One of the issues with that is they may not have the understanding of the needs there, and there was quite a long list of demands that was looked for by the youth, and it was specifically said that it was not going to go towards the youth center, which is something that the youth really were looking for. So shame. So that's the big reason why we're not going to stop, because the first thing about trying to support a community is listening to what that community needs, and not trying to put in our external beliefs, because living in Toronto is very different than living up there, and so we have to remember that our what we need and what we think they should want is not the same thing. So.
We would like to also articulate that this is not the only issue that plagues our First Nations and our communities. I think it's pretty devastating and pretty disrespectful that our youth who were in, who actually formed like a pact, right? In order to solve that burgeoning crisis and the fact that so many youth are ready to take their own lives, that instead those youth, instead of being shipped to mental health facilities because they were not close enough, were instead shipped to holding cells. And I just think that really speaks to the intergenerational fucking trauma that we go through. And I think that we definitely need those mental health resources coming from our own communities and our own cultures, and not just Western medicine that has constantly been used against us.
Yes.